We seem to live in an era of crisis, of political crises and attacks on democracy, of economic crises and profound inequities, of transnational crises related to climate change, migration, and war. Many of us struggle to contextualize and understand these crises and, more important, to envision a path to a better world. While journalists may write the first draft of history, it is the job of scholars to go deeper, to provide a framing and analytic approach that might shed light on how we got here. There has been no shortage of books explaining why the United States is polarized, why authoritarianism is on the rise, why contemporary capitalism helps the rich and hurts the poor, or why people turn against democratic institutions in desperate times. All of these important contributions fill in our understanding of 21st century political and economic dynamics. This book goes into more detail about an institution central to democracy and critical to the relationship of democracy and capitalism. Political parties are the foremost intermediaries tasked with representing the interests of a diffuse citizenry, and also with carrying out a vision of society through a governing agenda that addresses these interests. A wealth of scholarship in the social sciences explains how parties shaped democracy itself. Parties are crucial to democratic stability and success. But there is a pronounced anti-party sentiment in discussions of democracy today. This sentiment is pervasive and can be found in media coverage of politics, in the goals of political reformers and activists, and, of course, among anti-democratic candidates and demagogues. These attitudes stem from a sense that parties command massive power and resources over the democratic process, but are deficient in their basic responsibilities to address the concerns of citizens or to govern effectively. To understand what has gone wrong with democracy, we need to understand how parties have changed. There is no parsimonious explanation of why American democracy is at risk, or why citizens across the globe are so fed up with their governments. There are also limits to blaming problems on failures of democracy or capitalism writ large. These concepts are too macro. They contain many distinct moving parts. Lumping everything into democracy, or capitalism, also makes fixing problems difficult, since you cannot create better institutions or economies whole cloth. If we disaggregate these concepts, we find that what really seems to be lacking across democratic capitalist countries is effective representation. Political parties, when working well, socialize citizens into politics and provide a consistent mechanism for citizens to have a voice in their government. Parties also institutionalize the diffuse power of people versus concentrated power of, say, capital.